Hello, everybody. Thanks for letting me come talk to you guys. Obviously came off of a weekend where we played Indiana and Purdue, and I think performance-wise, we played pretty well, especially against Purdue. We just lost a couple tough sets. They were really tough sets. There was 3 deuce games in there. We only won one of those, and sometimes those are the hardest ones because it came down to execution. Getting blown out, it hurts, but at least you didn't have a chance. And these we had chances to win and didn't, so that hurt. And I was really proud of the way the group rebounded and played against Indiana. We did a nice job against Indiana, and we hit over 300, and we played at a pretty high level. So it was nice to get that win. Coming into this weekend, it's obviously an exciting weekend. We have Penn State and we have Ohio State coming in. Penn State, I think they've kind of set the standard as far as wins and losses, and Russ always does a nice job. And it's not hard to get up for that game. It's not hard to get fans to come to that game. It's going to be exciting. But one of the more meaningful matches for us is the breast cancer awareness match that we have on Sunday at 2 o'clock. We're playing Ohio State, and it's we're all dressed in pink in honor of breast cancer awareness. And our booster club has done a promotion where we've auctioned off jerseys and all that, and we've raised over, I think, $5,000 right now, which is great, which is going to go to the Mills Cancer Foundation, which is exciting. Yeah. So, with that, we're expecting to have competitive matches against Penn State. We've had good luck against Penn State. Had opportunities to beat them last year here. We're hoping for the same. In Ohio State, we've had a lot of success against both these programs in the past. We're hoping we can regain that. We need to get some wins, obviously. We've been splitting on weekends, and we need to get some sweeps. So that'll open it up to questions.
How much could a win over Penn State jumpstart the season for you?
I think it would be great for confidence and all that, certainly to beat Penn State, but we need wins. So it'd be great to get a win. Any weekend. The Purdue one stung because we felt like we had that one. It was close, and to get a sweep would have put us at 500, and then we're fighting to build on that. But right now we're still below, which, our RPI is somewhere in the low 20s, so 21, 22 in that range, and we just need to get eligible to make the tournament, and I think we can make a run because I think at times we're playing at a real high level. This young team's starting to figure it out. I like the direction we're going, but we need the wins, and this is a tough conference to get those in. So certainly beating Penn State is as important as beating anybody else, but maybe because it means a little bit more to everybody around, it can give us a little bit more confidence. But we're just taking one
against Penn State.
Sorry?
What's your record here against Penn State?
Overall over the last 4 years, I think we're 3-1 against them at home. Yeah, and last year we had swings to win in the fifth. It was, yeah. We don't need to. I don't really like reliving that one, but we were up 14-10 and had a chance to beat them. So we've had some success with Penn State.
This is a Penn State senior class that came in with a lot of credentials, and this is their final go-around.
Yeah.
From what you see of that particular group, kind of what are your overall impressions of that class and the impact they've had? Because you face them twice every year.
Yeah.
Gotten to know them.
I think they're great. I think that's interesting because everyone's judging them on the classes that were before them when they won 4 national championships in a row, and this one was part of one, the fourth one. They've been to 2 other Final Fours, and they've been to and I think people are saying, oh, this class is somewhat disappointing. And if you talk to most people would be pretty excited about 1 national championship and 2 Final Fours. I think this one is every bit as competitive. I just think the league, the country is stronger than it was in the past. I think right now you look from 1 to 20, there's teams that all of them, I think all 20 of those teams have a shot to make the Final Four and make a run at it. So it's a little bit more difficult than it was back then. I feel like even 5-6 years ago, there was there was probably 5-6 teams that had a chance to make the Final Four or make a run at it. It just seems like it's more spread out. So judging on that, I think they've had a great run. I think the seniors are great. I think Deja has, especially this year, has really come into her own, and Ariel Scott's been one of the best point scorers that there's been in our conference. So it's a very, 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 very impressive program, and very, very impressive group of seniors.
When you look ahead to Sunday, one of the players that Ohio State really relies upon in its attack is Leary, Caitlin Leary. She actually was pretty effective against Illinois last year as well. What are your thoughts on her and kind of what it would take to kind of contain her?
Well, they run a very, very up-tempo offense, so they spread you out real fast to the pins, and we had a lot more difficulty stopping that last year than we did this year, and she did. She got really loose on us and put up some big numbers, and she's done that at times this year. They also had more balance offensively and good passing. So this year we're hoping we can get them out of system a little bit more than we did last and keep them off the net so that slows them down. And then I think we're better at defending than we have in the past. So I'm hoping we can be better defending the outside as well. But she can get on runs, and she has this year. She's a special outside hitter, a special point scorer especially.
Do you think they might have possibly been undervalued coming into the season? They weren't among the top 6 Big Ten teams in the coaches' preseason poll. Did get ranked in the national poll.
Right.
Despite that, might they have been a little bit undervalued?
That's hard to say. Until we go through one half of the Big Ten, then you kind of get a good feel for where everyone's at. I think they're a good program. They had a nice run early. They're, I think, one of the last teams to lose a match. There's still a couple out there that haven't lost yet, but I don't know. I usually judge that either at halfway point or at the end of the year, but they're tough. I think the whole Big Ten's tough. It's hard to say who was undervalued or overvalued or what. We were picked 6th. That's exactly where we are, right now. And Michigan, I think, was picked 3rd, and they have 2 wins, and so it's just hard to say because we all have to play everybody to decide where if the value was correct or incorrect at the beginning of the season. So for me, I don't know. I don't think about those things very much.
Any other questions from Tim?
All right. Thanks, guys.